Mixed media. Mixed media is a term used to describe artworks composed from a combination of different media or material. At least that's what the website said. My first encounter with mixed media animation is through the work of Valentin Petit, which is one of my biggest inspirations as a filmmaker. So this weekend I decided to learn how to make mixed media animation. So how mixed media is created? We print out each frame of the footage we want. Then when I have sheet with all of the frames, I can start to do whatever I want on them, which can be drawing, using textures or whatever else you want. After you're done, what we're doing is either like scanning them with a scanner like you have in the printer, or you can just shoot them with your camera. Now before we start making the mixed media, we will need a few key things. Crayons, sharp tool, a computer of any sort, and a printer. Okay, now let's start. So open up After Effects, make a new composition and make sure the frame rate is around 12 to 8 or even 6. Import your footage and arrange and cut your footage to your liking. When you're done, press Ctrl M and move your composition to the render queue. Then make sure you export the footage as a PNG sequence. When you're done, open Photoshop and open the PDF file which I made, and I will leave in the description down below. You will have a grid layer. So under the grid layer, you will need to import all of your PNGs, and then you just arrange them in the order. When you're done, just export into a PNG and print the arrangement. So the biggest elements I can think of when it comes to mixed media animation is probably drawing and texture. I'm going to separate my case study, I guess we can call it, to 3 different tests. So the first test I shall conduct will be focused on drawing. So yeah, let's start.
Ignition sequence starts.
So I just finished scanning the first batch of my mixed media test. So like, let's check it out, I guess. So my second test is focused on cutouts. So what I did, just printed 3 copies of each arrangement, and I take one arrangement which will be the base layer, which will be like the main layer, and then I just cut elements from my spare copies with this like knife and layer it above the main layer. This one is like way much more work than the crayons, so I hope it will be worth it, because that's a lot of work. Okay, so I did my first test and I did my second test. First one was focused on drawing. The second was on using textures. My final test will try and combine both of those elements and on steroids.